Oh, Chris, it certainly surprised a lot of people to know what we normally protect ourselves with from the rain is protecting firefighters from a global pandemic. We're talking rain ponchos being used as PPE. Now, the Phoenix Fire Department says they just got a shipment of them that they're going to start using as protective gowns to cover their bodies. And these are going to be worn when treating patients on all of their medical calls. And right now, they estimate roughly half of those patients do have coronavirus-like symptoms. The fire department also says this is not a cause of concern for them because the poncho is approved by the CDC.
If it wasn't approved, we wouldn't be using it. So it's absolutely approved for use. It's a droplet barrier, which is effective and purposeful for what we're responding onto. And we're not the only city in the country that's doing it.
So the ponchos do follow the protective proper protocol here and guidelines. The fire department telling us they're rolling these out to crews as they are needed when they run out of their traditional full body PPE to go along with those gloves and the N95 masks they've been using. And Captain Keller is telling us that there are 2 or 3 other cities across the country who are also using these rain ponchos as PPE, and they might expect other cities to follow suit if it's needed. And they also tell us that this is something that's pretty typical. Their PPE changes all the time. This is part of a bidding process that involves leaders of the fire department as well as the members of the fire department. A medical director is involved in all of this as well, and always adhering, of course, to the standards that are provided. People are dying right now. Our first responders on the front lines are doing everything they can to stay safe.
Yeah, Heather, thank you for that. I know already a lot of people are firing off on Twitter after we teased this story coming up. Some people right now pretty upset that first responders are getting a poncho instead of the original PPE.
And that is why the fire department wanted to respond today. And listening to their interviews, they really wanted to downplay people's fears, saying that this is approved by the federal government. It is a protective barrier. And they feel like, along with their other protective gear, their masks and their gloves, that there is nothing to worry about. All of that social media concern that you see, they were trying to basically quell those people's fears.